This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
Right now at 5, Vice President Harris speaks for the first time after losing the election to Donald Trump, who declared victory late last night.
We're going to help our country heal.
How they are both pushing for unity, and will also dig into the issues that drove the election.
Plus, we've told you about local races that could tip the balance of power, how voting habits changed in our area from 4 years ago.
And breaking news in New Jersey, live pictures here from Chopper 2. We're at the scene of a brush fire that's forcing evacuations. Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Maurice Dubois. Just a short time ago, Vice President Harris conceded the election, saying the outcome is not what they fought for.
She spoke in front of hundreds of supporters in D.C. at Howard University. Today, we've had reaction from around the world in response to the second Trump presidency, making history as the oldest person to be elected president. Stocks closed at record highs in reaction to the news, with the S&P having its best day in nearly 2 years.
We have team coverage for you, how Trump's win and proposals could impact the economy. Plus, we'll break down the local races and response from city officials. First, though, Jessica Moore joins us live from our virtual studio now. Jessica.
Well, Maurice and Christine, there were very few parts of the country last night where Harris performed as well as Biden did in 2020. Even some states that were considered Democratic strongholds turned red. The Trump campaign dismantled the blue wall, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Let's start with Michigan. Trump won with 49.8% to Harris's 48.3%. In Wisconsin, Trump earned 49.6% to Harris's 48.8%. And in Pennsylvania, Trump won with 50.4% to Harris's 48.5%. Trump's margin of victory continues to increase tonight. The latest electoral count has him at 291 votes to Harris's 222. Just a few minutes ago, the vice president called the president-elect to acknowledge his victory before addressing the American people.
Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election.
Vice President Kamala Harris conceded the race for the White House late Wednesday afternoon at her alma mater, Howard University, where she had hoped to deliver her victory speech.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
Tuesday night, Donald Trump swept the key battleground states and earned the popular vote to clinch an historic win during his third campaign for president. President-elect Trump declaring victory early Wednesday morning and pushing for unity across the country.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite.
Donald Trump will return to the White House as only the second president in history to win 2 non-consecutive presidential races. CBS News exit polling shows Trump made gains over his 2020 run in nearly every demographic. The state of democracy was the biggest issue for Harris voters. For Trump supporters, it was the economy. Trump also benefited from a surge of rural and black voters. 13% of black voters supported Trump in Tuesday's election, compared to just 8% when Trump ran against Biden in 2020.
The Latino vote is even more pronounced. 45% went for Donald Trump compared to just 32% when it came to Joe Biden. And the Latino men is even more pronounced.
Reaction in New York Wednesday mirrored reaction around the country. Voters divided over the results.
I was watching the whole election the whole night, the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my God, Trump's about to win.
And I think this nation voted without a conscience. And I think there's going to be a huge case of buyer's remorse.
From coast to coast, this was just an absolutely huge night for Republicans, who also took control of the Senate last night for the first time in 4 years, picking up 3 seats while Democrats lost 3 seats. The current Senate count, as you're going to see the little people following in here, filing in, 44 to 52, and the Republican majority in the Senate could continue to grow. The outstanding races tonight are in Nevada and Pennsylvania. Keep in mind tonight, the House is still in play. Democrats needed a net gain of 4 seats, as we were telling you last night, to flip control of the House. So far, Democrats have lost 1 seat and Republicans have gained 1. Many of the races yet to be called are in states like California, Arizona, and Nevada, where it can take days to get a final vote count. We'll keep an eye on it for you from right here in our virtual studio. Maurice and Christine.
Okay, Jessica, thank you.